When it comes to things we use in our day-to-day lives, we're largely aware of what they're supposed to do without having to consult a manual. From simple things like toothbrushes to complicated machines like cars, there's hardly anything we don't know about them, as we've been using them in our day in and day out for so long now. But there are still some secrets hidden in everyday things that may not have come to our attention. Now, before we begin, remember to like this video and subscribe for more content like this. And now, here are the top 10 secrets in everyday things. Let's go. Number 10. Japanese toothpicks. If you look at a Japanese toothpick, you notice a small section at the blunt end. If you thought it's there to give you a better grip, it's not. In reality, it's meant to serve as a stand for the toothpick while you're eating, as everyone knows that it's scientifically impossible to pick up a toothpick off a smooth surface with your hands. Just break that section off, place the toothpick on it, and put it on the table before you eat. Bada bing, bada boom. Number 9. Tiny buttons on jeans. Denim jeans have remained largely unchanged since they were first invented in the 19th century, both as everyday attire and high fashion staple. It makes sense too, as jeans are sturdy and can be worn in almost any type of weather. The tiny buttons you see are known as rivets. They're there to make sure the jeans are sturdy rather than being something fashionable. These little rivets are what keeps your jeans from ripping apart years after years of use. Number 8. Gas pump nozzles. There are hundreds of videos where people drive off from a gas station without removing the fuel nozzle from their cars. On average, one person drives off with a nozzle every month in their car. Now, it might sound scary to see this happen, but it's actually pretty safe. The manufacturers have created every nozzle with a built-in breakaway device so that whenever it's pulled away with enough force, it detaches from the pump and prevents any leakage from the source whatsoever. Number 7. Coffee cup signs in cars. Has your car ever shown you a coffee cup sign on its dash-up display while you're driving down the highway? If yes, then what you actually saw was your car reminding you to take a break from driving. Many high-end brands now equip their cars with features that ensure the driver does not experience drowsiness or fatigue while behind the wheel for long hours. So the little reminder keeps coming up to ensure your safety and to make sure you're well rested. Number 6. Utility knives. Almost everybody listening to this has made use of a utility knife at some point in their lives. Whether for primary school art, for fixing minor stuff around the house, most people tend to throw them away as soon as the edge becomes blunt and useless, not realizing that they can just make a new edge whenever they want. So next time, just try breaking off the blunt section of the blade to bring back up a brand new one. Number 5. Trunk releases. Getting stuck inside a car trunk is surely a scary experience, but thankfully, car manufacturers thought about that. All cars come with trunk release inside that glow in the dark, so if anyone gets stuck inside, they can set themselves free without having to scream their heads off. A very nice safety feature. Number 4. Cooking pan holes. No matter where you go on the road, many pans have holes in their handles. People usually use it for the wrong purpose, to hang the pans while they're not using it. Well, the hole is actually there to hold the messy spoon while you're cooking, which is often a problem, and there's frequently no other place to keep it other than in the pan, hence the holes in the handles. Number 3. Game cartridges. Accidentally swallowing game cartridges may not be a problem for you as an adult, unless you're just an overall weird person, but it definitely is for kids. If swallowed, these tiny cartridges can easily get stuck in their throats. In order to avoid emergency situations, game developers like Nintendo made their cartridges taste bitter, so when a kid puts it in his mouth, there's no way he'll want to take it down. Number 2. Holes in plane windows. If you're one of those people who always goes for a window seat in an airplane, chances are that you'd have spotted a tiny hole in the window. That might seem risky at first sight or thought, but they are actually there for a crucial reason. They help keep the windows from fogging up, and most importantly, these holes maintain the pressure inside of the cabin of the aircraft. So next time you see these tiny little gaps in the window, don't freak out about it. It's supposed to be there. And now, the one we were all waiting for here. Coming in at number 1, holes in the cap of your pen. Many pens have caps with visible holes in them. If you're really talented, you can use such a cap as a working whistle, but they do actually serve a bigger purpose than that. As many students, especially young ones, tend to play with the caps of the pens while using them at school, they risk accidentally swallowing them. Without the holes, the cap would almost certainly choke anyone unfortunate enough to do that. The hole provides a passageway for the air to pass through until you can get emergency care. And with the little safety secret, we're at the end of today's video. Don't forget to smash that like button and comment down below which secret you didn't know yet.